So we were on our way back. We came back, and it was like almost about 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And so I said to Taylor, I said, well, let's go see if the hotel bar is still open. Let's go get a couple of drinks, Mm-hmm. So we went in there, and when we were on our way out to the ball game earlier in the evening,
yeah,
there's this big courtyard.
Okay.
Outside the hotel.
Sure.
And they were setting up these tables and these little tent things, and they had these white tablecloths, and they were setting out wine and all kinds of things, and they had all these white balloons, and I thought it was a wedding.
Okay.
I thought they were going to do this whole wedding thing.
All right.
Well, everybody that was showing up for whatever this event was, both the guys and the women, everybody was dressed in white.
Okay.
Everybody was in white. The girls were in dresses, white. Guys were in white pants and white shirt and everything.
Right.
Everything's white.
Okay.
So we went to the game. We come back from the game, and everybody's dispersing from the courtyard, and we see people walking down the street all dressed in white, and they're all like carrying folding chairs and stuff, and they're white folding chairs. It's like,
right.
what is this, a bring your own chair event, right?
Right.
So we go into the hotel bar, and we belly up to the bar there, and there's a couple of chicks who obviously had a few to drink, mm-hmm. and they were dressed in white.
Okay.
So they were from this event.
Right.
And so I asked the bartender, I said, what's going on out here in the courtyard? I said, I see these people wandering the streets all dressed in white, carrying chairs and whatnot.
Okay.
So what he explained to me, it's some kind of a traditional, like a picnic in the park thing.
All right.
That supposedly was started over in France or England or something like that. And
right.
the people, I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they do it by way of social media or whatever.
Okay.
But everybody kind of like brings their own stuff, and they all come, and it's sort of like one of these old timey like 30 thing,
but like a flash mob type thing where it's like all announced on Twitter or
something like that.
All right.
And so everybody comes dressed in white, and they're all just serving wine and eating
right.
cheese, and it's just sort of like one of these upper scale, like these hoity-toity type gatherings, right?
Maximum douchery.
Yeah, for the most part.
All right.
So we're at the bar, and we ordered a couple drinks, and we're just kind of hanging out there, and there was these two women or three women actually. They apparently had been part of this thing.
Okay.
And I went into the bar, and like I said, it was only like 11 o'clock, but these hotel bars, they don't stay open very long. They always like close up at like 11:30 or
sure.
12. And so I asked the guy, I said, hey, how long are you going to be open? And he says, well, we're going to be open for about 20 minutes, half hour, and whatnot. He says, but we'll be glad to serve you if you want to buy a couple drinks. I'm just like, yeah, sure. So we were just sitting there, and we weren't there but 10 minutes.
All right.
And then the house lights came up, and I was just like, they turned on the lights. What's going on? And he goes, well, we're closing down. Just like that. Well, see, we didn't know there was a reason. Okay.
Right.
He just said, yeah, we're just.
But he had already told you that he would fucking stay.
But something changed.
All right.
And now this is where the story begins.
Okay.
So, unbeknownst to us, we're just like into the first drink.
Okay.
And then the house lights come up because it was kind of a dimly lit bar.
Okay.
But then the overhead lights came on, and I go, oh, man, they turned on the lights. It was, we're shutting down. Just like real abrupt.
All right.
And I looked at Taylor, and I was like, what the fuck, what's going on? He goes, last call, and I said, all right, I'll take another one of these. And she didn't have any more. And I was like, what's going on?
Right.
Well, there were these three women at the bar, and I'm going to let Taylor take over here. There was these three women at the bar, and they were trying to order drinks.
Okay.
And the bartender, they were really nice bartenders. There were two of them.
Okay.
And they were very friendly, very accommodating, whatever. With these three chicks, they go, we can't serve you. We're closing down. Just like that.
All right.
And she goes, what do you mean you can't serve us? And he goes, you didn't pay for your last drinks. We can't serve you. So go ahead and take it.
Well, they didn't pay for the first drinks that they ordered.
right?
I guess.
Yeah. So
there's this big argument. She's like, "Oh, that guy's an asshole, and he's being mean."
Being mean?
Yeah, she's saying this to the bartender, right?
The bartender's being mean?
Yeah, he's being mean.
For not giving her free drinks?
Or trying to collect the payment that they owed for the fucking
So
drink.
she goes, I paid for this drink. She's getting all bitchy, you know.
Were they hammered?
Well,
yes.
Let me finish, because this is the true sign of somebody who is hammered.
All right.
We're not intoxicated.
We're not intoxicated.
Not intoxicated,
Yeah, okay.
right?
We're not intoxicated.
Right.
And
Head all cocked to one side.
yeah, more or less. And he goes, listen, you came up here and you ordered 3 drinks.
Right.
We're required to collect on each of those drinks.
Right.
Then you walked away from the bar without the bill.
He walked over to give them the bill.
He went over to give them the bill, and they acted like they didn't know what he was doing.
I love it.
And so then they came back to the bar to order more drinks, and that's when things kind of went haywire.
But well, hold on, though. Instead of fucking clocking these bitches, he went with, well, let me pretend we're closing?
No, wasn't pretending they were closing.
Why?
Because he was just like, well, we're not serving anymore. It's like, you guys ruined it for everybody, so fuck you, we're closing.
Why didn't you just put them out?
Well, the thing is there were other people in the bar, so they weren't going to collect on the drinks.
Yeah.
They were just going to shine it on and be done with it. Okay. But because they came back to the bar and started wanting to order drinks,
that they just closed.
They just said, well, we're sorry, we can't serve you.
They just didn't want any hassle.
That's
All
it.
right.
That was it. And so she goes, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean you can't serve us? And he goes, well, you didn't pay for your last drinks. You know, I'm not serving you this time.
Right.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You know, and of course, it started in with what Taylor just said. You're just being mean. You're just being a dick. You're just being an asshole. She
called him an asshole.
Yeah, she called him an asshole, you know. And he goes, all right, ma'am, sorry, thanks for coming. You know, forget it. Don't worry about the drinks. Don't worry. You know,
called
to keep
the
his job.
though.
Yeah, he just kept trying to shine her on, and she just kept goading on and
Right.
on. Well, he says, listen, ma'am, he says, if you want to stand here and argue, I told you it was forgiven, it's forgotten, it's over.
Yeah.
We're just closing bar, it's done, it's over.
Yeah.
And so she couldn't just let it go.
Of course not, because she's an entitled cunt.
Right.
Exactly.
And it was, well, we're not intoxicated. We're not intoxicated. He goes, that's okay, ma'am. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for your patronage. You know, he just kept trying to shine her on. Well, of course, she kept just going on and on and on. You're a dick. You're just being a dick. You're just being mean.
Right.
You're just being mean. And he goes, ma'am, if you want to stand here and continue making a problem about this, I'll just call security. You just go ahead and call fucking security.
Oh, boy.
You know? So the guy got on the phone and started calling security.
Right.
And she goes, I can't believe that. Look what he's doing. He's calling security. I can't fucking wait till they get here, because I'm going to tell them what a dick this guy has been, and his customer service, and he's just an asshole, and I mean, you know, on and on and on.
And I thought he handled it pretty
He
well.
did. He was just cool and calm,
Very,
and
very
he just
professional.
Well, he probably deals with these fucking assholes
Yeah.
every night.
right. So this manager guy,
Yeah.
he was like the hotel manager on duty or something. He comes in, right? Mm-hmm. And so the bartender is explaining to this manager what happened.
Okay.
And so she keeps trying to interrupt.
Right.
And the manager, he didn't take any shit either. He
Right.
goes, ma'am, just be quiet. I'm getting his side of the story. And so the bartender explained to him what had happened, why it happened, all these
Right.
other things. And so she goes, see what I'm talking about? He's being a total ass about this. And he goes, ma'am, the drinks are on us. Don't worry about it. Just go on about your business.
Yeah.
You know,
Move along, bitch.
Well, she couldn't leave it at that.
Of course not.
Of course not. So the whole time I'm sitting there just kind of laughing, and there was a guy sitting on the other side of Taylor.
Right.
And he's sitting there like watching a reality show.
Right, sure.
And I'm looking at him, and he's laughing, and I'm laughing. Taylor's laughing. And, of course, Taylor using her favorite.
Cunt word.
Cunts. These fucking cunts.
That's what she was saying the whole time. These fucking cunts.
I wanted to call him that too.
Why didn't you?
Neely's holding me back.
I'm holding her back.
What's wrong with you?
I called Steve Brown a pussy, you know.
So
wrong
I'm
with you?
sitting there laughing. So this lady turns to me and she goes, "What are you two laughing about? What are you laughing about?" And I said, "I'm laughing at you two." I said, "You guys are being ridiculous. This is just fucked up. You know, this guy's saying we didn't pay for our drinks and
it was like some small amount, like $4 or $7.
It's 3 drinks.
yeah, it was
It's
$3. It was like $21
Yeah.
total or something like that, you know. And the guy just kept telling her, "Forget it. It's over. It's done." Well, I'm getting my credit card. I'm paying for those drinks. He goes,
Okay,
"No, don't."
good.
He was just like, he's like, "Ma'am, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Well,
it.
I'm going to leave you a 0 tip, and I'll show you, pal.
Right. He goes, "Just have a good evening. Thanks for coming in." You know, just trying to be really nice about it and shine her on. But no. Then she starts in with what, Taylor?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Go what?
She starts in with, "I know people. You're going to be so
Yeah,
fucking
that's right.
sorry.
Fuck you.
I know people."
Yeah, I know people, too.
I know Don Dawkins. He'll punch
So
you in the
she
face.
started in with the whole "I know people."
I know people.
You know, and you're going to be sorry, and I'm going to tell them, and you're going to lose your job, and oh my God,
Yeah,
you know.
okay. Who the fuck do you know?
Fuck her. Should have called
Another cunt.
Should have brought the cops in and fucking
Yeah,
arrest
right.
her for drunk and disorderly.
Right.
Stupid bitch.
So it just got to the point to where they finally left the bar and went and joined their little group back there. And can you believe this? Can you believe this? Can you believe how we're being treated?
If I could just cut in for a second. So if Neely knocks up Taylor, I'm thinking there's a pretty good chance they name the kid Don. That's funny.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, continue.
But then it just kind of died down, and so the action was over.
Did they leave?
No, they were just kind of huddled in their little group, you
Yeah.
know, but they
Not drinking?
not drinking. And you know, so the action was over, but I was just it was just so funny because Taylor's sitting there, fucking cunts.
It's ridiculous.
People
You
are
know?
ridiculous. Again, that's just yet another what we've been talking about all night.
But these women are like,
Self-entitled cunts.
they're fucking 40-something years old.
That doesn't
Why the
make
fuck
them-
am I, 21 years old? I can handle my alcohol better.
That doesn't. First of all, the older you get, the less you can handle your alcohol,
Really?
not the more. That's a rule.
You would
That is
think.
an absolute. When I was 21 years old, I could drink for days.
Okay.
Just straight days without stopping. Now, 17, 18 hours in, I'm fucking toast.
Right.
I'm and now you haven't heard it. He's heard it. The birthday show.
Oh boy.
God.
That never would have happened when I was in my 20s.
Right.
Right.
I would have handled it. I would have drank more than I did that night, but I would have handled it instead of going off fucking completely off the rails.
Sure.
You know, I honestly believe it. Maybe you don't, but I am a 100% believer that people handle their alcohol less well when they get older.
Well, because your metabolism's a lot quicker and you metabolize it faster.
Well, and not only that, you're more hateful.
Right.
You hate fucking people.
Is that true, Taylor?
It
You're
is
just
true.
more hateful.
She's a lot less hateful now. Wait till she's fucking 40.
oh,
She's going to be a
great.
real bitch.
Really?
Oh, fuck yes.
I can't
She already
wait.
hates people. What's it
Yeah.
going to be like with 20
Oh,
years?
God.
20 years of. Think about this. What are you, 21?
21. Just turned 21 in February.
So think about 20 to 30 more years
Right.
of people with their
Bullshit.
dumb ideas,
Yeah.
people with their you're not even old enough yet to have gotten into close friends that want you to get into their pyramid scheme,
Right.
or their fucking cause, or their fucking charity, or their fucking why their kids are better than these kids.
Right.
And all that shit wears on you and wears on you and wears on you to where you start drinking just to not deal with them. And then, so you're 40 years old. Look at me tonight. I drank fucking 11, 12 beers tonight just to not have to fucking feel this LGBT cunt from 2 fucking weeks ago.
Got to put some alcohol on it.
When you're 20, you're drinking to have fun.
Sure.
When you're 40,
you're just
50,
trying to take away the pain.
It really is. Is heal the what's that song? Heal the pain.
Or is it Bon Jovi? Give me something for the pain.
Oh my God, dude! It's so true.
I can't wait to be an old bitchy twat.
If I make it to 70, which is very unlikely, but if I should somehow make it to 70, I will be a heroin addict.
Right.
Because I'll just have to go way further than this fucking beer.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to be fucking
on another level.
I'm gonna have to go, I don't know, fucking shotgun an oxy or something. I gotta have to do something fucking hard.
Well, sure.